Hi everyone, it's Kevin, and for once I'm going to cover a topic that's very timely. One of the biggest events in the EV space happened on 11/30/2023, or last Thursday. For those of you who don't know, it was the release of the Cybertruck, Tesla's first truck, not counting the Semi, of course. The story of the Cybertruck started about 4 years ago, when it was first revealed to the world. I watched the reveal event, and I thought it was a joke when I first saw it, and was waiting for them to roll out another car. Turns out, it was no joke. So over the past few years, we've been seeing it inch toward production, and have started seeing them all over the country. We see the result of that free publicity, and now Tesla has said that they have enough pre-orders to last them through 2030. Hopefully they'll be very busy fulfilling those orders over the next several years. Now one might ask, why is this one of the biggest events in the EV space? After all, the world's best-selling vehicle, the Model Y, has already been released and is selling like hotcakes. On a slight tangent, you might notice that I said best-selling vehicle instead of best-selling electric vehicle. That's because there's no need for a qualifier. The Model Y is the best-selling car for both gas and electric models worldwide. Anyway, there have been other mass-market EV trucks already released, like the Ford Lightning and Chevy Silverado EV. However, Tesla sells by far the most EVs in the US, and still sells the most EVs worldwide, even though BYD is starting to catch up. Tesla will have the capacity to manufacture hundreds of thousands of these trucks in the US over the next few years, increasing to millions as the years progress. And for those of you who don't know, pickup trucks are the best-selling vehicles in the US, so if Tesla does well with the Cybertruck, then legacy companies will be hurting even more. Now, let's get into the specs for the vehicle. There are 3 variants. All prices are before any incentives or gas savings. The first is $60,990, referred to as rear-wheel drive, or the single motor variant, and is expected to be available in 2025. It has a 250-mile estimated range and a 6.5-second 0 to 60 time. There isn't much more detail on it, as it isn't being produced for another year. The second is $79,990. It's called all-wheel drive, and delivery is starting in 2024. It has a 340-mile estimated range, a 4.1-second 0 to 60 time, a 112-mile-per-hour top speed, 600 horsepower, and a 7,435 foot-pound of torque, along with 11,000 pounds of towing capacity. And now for the Big Daddy, referred to as the Cyber Beast. It sells for just under 6 figures, $99,990, and will be delivered starting in 2024. One assumes in just 4 weeks. It's not currently expected to qualify for the $7,500 tax credit. The range is estimated to be 320 miles. It has a 2.6 0 to 60 time, with a top speed of 130 miles per hour, along with 845 horsepower. It has 10,296 foot-pound of torque and can tow up to 11,000 pounds, just like the second variant. During the release event, it was revealed that the Cyber Beast can tow a Porsche 911 a quarter mile faster than a Porsche 911 can even go the quarter mile. So if you need a truck that's ridiculously fast, this may just be what you need. They're also all bulletproof. For those of you chomping at the bit to buy yourself a Cybertruck, remember that as per usual, the most expensive variants will be built first, as those will have the highest margin. As they get better at building the Cybertruck, the cheaper variants will be built. Another interesting tidbit that was only discovered after the event is that both the Cyber Beast and the all-wheel drive variant will have the ability to utilize a range extender that will increase their ranges to 440 miles and 470 miles respectively. According to Elon, they are batteries that will take up 1/3 of the truck bed. This makes sense as the vast majority of drives for people are under 300 miles. So if you really need to go that extra mile, for a price you can get 30% more range, and you won't have to carry around that extra weight 100% of the time. Unfortunately, the price for the batteries is between 16 and 20K and will weigh 500 pounds, so it won't be very convenient to install or uninstall. So what happens now? Well, it will be interesting to see how many reservation holders will translate into sales. If this is a blockbuster product, then I see the legacy manufacturers languishing, as the truck segment is a highly profitable one. However, we'll have to see how the ease and convenience of EVs meshes with the core demographic of truck drivers, many of whom I'm sure have proudly stated that they're never going electric. Only time will tell if Tesla manages to convince those ideologically opposed to going electric to change their minds. One hopes that for the sake of the planet, Musk and Tesla will be able to pull it off. I'll do another video exploring why it's taken up until the last few years to get electric trucks on the road in the future. So the question becomes, should you buy a Cybertruck? My answer is no, unless you have between $60K and $100K you're looking to burn on a product that will need its kinks ironed out over the next year. For now, it's for early adopters. You can get cheaper electric trucks that have been out for a while from other manufacturers. However, remember, neither Ford nor Chevy will be building trucks that can connect directly to the supercharger network before the cheapest variant is expected to come out in 2025. As that is when NACS will come standard on Ford Lightnings and Chevy Silverado EVs. They're expected to be able to use an adapter in spring of 2024, however. I'll do a video on the charging networks sometime in the future. If you're looking for a better and more in-depth review of the Cybertruck and somehow got here before you went there, MBKHD had access to the Cybertruck and was able to drive it around, and is much better at doing reviews than me. Anyway, tell me in the comments if you are interested in getting the Cybertruck. Happy charging!